watching over you for 9 years. You can call me Ishmael. What?
Oh, well, he pretty much just told you.
Well, the good news is, you're in the land of the living.
Like you're looking at yourself, or you're talking to yourself.
On your feet, soldier. The whole place is coming down.
Well, there's also people that think that Ishmael is a figment of Big Boss's imagination.
Pick me up.
No one knows, except probably all of the internet by the time this episode comes out.
Probably.
Like little digoxin to get you back in the game.
It is interesting, though.
Yeah.
Come on.
You'd think they would explain it a little bit more, which I'm hoping they do by the end of the game, because you said people have played 60 hours and still haven't beaten it yet.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's a lot of story stuff that'll come up between now and...
We're getting out of here. Move it.
So this is pretty much Final Fantasy the shooter. This damn game's good.
Let's take the stairs.
Didn't you tell me there was like multiple snakes and bosses or whatever?
Alright, so the Metal Gear universe is split up into two, technically 3 eras. The first one being the Big Boss era, which is what we're in right now. And this is like the end of the Big Boss era.
This is the end of the first era.
Yeah. And then right after this, where Metal Gear, like the old Metal Gear...
The very first one?
Yeah. They weren't even called Metal Gear Solid. Like, they were for MSX, I believe. They began the Solid Snake era. And then there's the Raiden era, which is just Metal Gear Rising. And no one except Colin really cares about the game.
Yeah. So there's Big Boss and then there's Snake.
Yeah.
So they're 2 different people.
They are 2 different people. The thing with
Why do they look kind of the same?
Well, that's because Solid Snake is a clone of Big Boss. He's not an exact clone, but he is a very similar clone. There are 2 in the Solid Snake era. There are 2 Snake.
That ass crack.
Yeah. There are 2 Snake characters. There's Solid Snake, which is the protagonist, and then there's Liquid Snake, Liquid Ocelot, whatever you want to call him. It gets complicated with him. But Liquid Snake, who is the brother, who is also a clone of Big Boss. The only difference is that
The fuck?
yeah. The only difference being is that Liquid Snake got Liquid Snake got all the dominant genes from Big Boss. Like, they separated them out and literally split them up, and then Solid Snake got all the recessive genes. Also, you now know what set her on fire. Now, the whole basis behind, like, Liquid hates Big Boss because Liquid thinks that he got all the recessive genes and all the inferior genes, and Liquid is he's very much a power-hungry person. Also, I need to explain this part, because the man you see walking before you
He's on fire.
Is on fire. He is a...
Is that Ghost Rider?
No, he's a... Okay, to explain this better, there's a guy you saw with QuazarTV.
Yeah.
That is what people want to believe is a very young Psycho Mantis, who was a character in Metal Gear Solid 1, who had psychic powers and could, like, manipulate your mind and make you see shit.
Oh.
He had a very fun boss fight in Metal Gear Solid 1. In this one, as his young version, he sort of acts like a... like they say, like, if you get bit by, like, a baby snake, it's more powerful venom than, like, the...
Yeah, because they don't know how to hold it back.
Yeah, that's sort of what's happening here with what people are believing to be a young Mantis. I don't know that yet. I haven't played. I mean, this is just the first time I've ever opened the game up.
So, who's the guy walking towards you? Just you seeing shit?
It's you seeing shit. He does exist. Other people are seeing him.
Oh.
It's a thing created by... I'm just going to go ahead and call him Mantis. He has another name. It's a Russian name. But people call him Mantis regardless. Also, Easter egg.
Kojima?
Yeah, that's the...
Kojima Productions?
That's the Ground Zeroes cover on that poster.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
But Mantis is... That fire guy is a vision that Mantis has created of a character named Volgan, who was a... pretty much the main antagonist besides the boss in Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, who pretty much helped finance and build the first Metal Gear for the Russian armies called the Shagohod. And when you kill him, he kind of dies in like this fiery death pool, and Volgan also had these like supernatural powers. I think that was sort of like the thing for Snake Eaters, that you had to, all the bosses sort of have this like power to go along with something that they've sort of, like their powers were made off of like a PTSD sort of thing. Where there was one called like the pain, one called the fear. The pain would shoot bees at you because it inflicted pain.
Yeah.
The fear was sort of like a spider and like very stealthy. And so he would like scare you a lot. He was a very creepy dude. There was the Fury, who was like a big flamethrower guy. He had a jetpack. And then there was the Sorrow, who was my favorite character, aka the only boss fight that requires you to walk down a river.
This way, hurry.
It just required you to walk down a river?
Yeah. The thing with Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater is that
Get down.
there was sort of an emphasis on stealth and using your tranquilizer gun, because every soldier that you killed would eventually end up in the river that you have to traverse down, and would like sort of float float towards you.
Yeah. And if you didn't kill anybody, there wouldn't be anybody in the river.
There would be less people. You have to kill certain people, I believe, as well as you have to obviously kill like animals and stuff for food, and those will show up as well. But it makes it a lot easier if you use your tranquilizer gun over like stuff like that.
Well, I know whenever I played Metal Gear Solid, like the Peace Walker one, which is my favorite, I don't know why, but pretty much the only one I put time into, I never killed anybody. I tried to tranquilize everyone.
Yeah. And generally...
Because you could send them back off to your base or whatever and gain more people for your base.
Yeah, and you have to do that here. It's just a more intricate system here. Also, this man is blind.
That guy?
Yeah.
Like legitimately, or is he just...
Well, I mean, he's looking pretty much right at us.
Yeah.
Which I still haven't figured out yet whether or not these guys are here to actually, like,
Big
kill
boss.
me.
Yeah.
I know Quiet was here to kill me, and she's part of the same, like, group of these people, like, invading. So I'm pretty sure they are here to kill me. And it is possible for me to die in this, like, tutorial sequence, actually.
Why couldn't Ishmael look like the avatar you set up? That would have been awesome.
Well, I mean, he's got bandages on him, so...
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Well, that Sorrow fight sounds really cool.
Yeah, the Sorrow was a really cool boss fight. Metal Gear Solid 3 in general, which, I mean, I haven't played through all the way with this one yet, so this game might change my mind, but Metal Gear Solid 3 is probably my favorite one out of all of them.
Did they just fucking shoot him in the head and now he's, like, screaming, too? Like, what?
Yeah, they're not trying to do this amazing.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, it looked like they shot him in the head and just started dragging him. But if he got shot in the head, he wouldn't be alive, so...
Yeah. Okay, let's go. then this is the part where I'm probably gonna have to start paying a little more attention because this is the part where I can actually start getting caught.
That Sorrow boss fight sounds really cool. Like, did you even have to kill him, or did you just have to walk down the river and that was it?
No, because the Sorrow himself is actually dead.
Oh.
He is dead during the Virtuous mission, which is where the game actually started, where all of like the boss betrayal and stuff happens, and the Sorrow's dead.
And it just so happens you walk down the river and look at all the people you killed or haven't killed.
Yeah. Well, he's sort of there because, like, the pain, without trying to give you any, like, spoilers of Metal Gear Solid 3, because we'll probably play it eventually.
Probably. That's the one I kind of want to sit through. My girlfriend played it, which is sad. My girlfriend's played through Snake Eater, but I haven't.
Oh, I don't want to...
That was her and her dad's favorite game to play together or something. I've heard Snake Eater's like one of the best ones.
Yeah, Snake Eater's really cool. It's sort of like the thing that sort of progressed to the rest of them.
I really wish they'd make a collection on the PS4. I'd buy it because I used to have the one on 360.
Yeah.
But Microsoft.
Yeah. I want to get the Legacy collection for PS3.
The one that has every single one in it, even the older ones.
Yeah. But that bitch is $60 at GameStop.
Used, I think, too.
Yep. Which, I mean, you're getting a dickload of Metal Gear games out of it, so it's
Well,
worth
see,
it.
the way GameStop works is, like, for their used games, they can actually go over retail if the game's so fucking rare.
Yeah.
Like the Xenoblade Chronicles. Or was it called Chronicles on the Wii, or was it just Xenoblade on the Wii? No, Chronicles on the 3DS. I don't know. All I knew was Xenoblade used to be like $80.
Yeah. Another thing that's kind of tripping me out about this game is that Big Boss actually has both of his eyes.
Well, one was like blind, though.
Yeah, one was blind, but he generally doesn't have his second eye. It got blown out by Ocelot during Snake Eater during a torture scene where he accidentally shot his revolver off and it hit him like in the eye, and it just straight up took his eye out. Unless they're kind of like redoing that and it just damaged his eye, or it might be a fake eye. I don't know.
Who knows? I mean, he wears an eye patch over it anyway. So.
Yeah.
So you're in a fucking hospital full of like pros. It looks like.
What's happening out there?
It's all right. We'll be okay.
I don't understand how they're still living.
Do you hear that?
Also, the subtitles aren't working on a lot of things, but I guess
Well,
just
they're
mainly.
working on like the main audio
Yeah.
that people need, and also, I mean, people can probably hear. pretty
Well, I know the
because-
audience can hear it, but we can't hear shit.
Yeah.
What is that? What's happening out there?
Ass crack.
Should be okay. You hear them?
What's happening out there? They gonna mow you down. Run, run, run. And, well. That was some shit. This is some gory ass shit right now.
Yeah.
For a damn shooter. That was fucking ridiculous. They were all caught in the highway. They were all caught in the hallway. And they just mowed them down.
Yep. It is the most violent Metal Gear game to date.
Yeah, it's already pretty violent. It's already rustling my jimmies. Now it's time for you to actually do the stealth game, probably.
Yep.
This is where you can get caught, I'm sure.
Oh yeah. I mean, I could have gotten caught before. Like, if I would have went the wrong way back.
Went down the stairs. He's like, it's ugly down there. Don't go down there. Can you grab his like leg?
No, I have to wait on him.
I think it may have glitched out a little bit. Oh, what you need to do is go into the one that he just looked at.
Yeah. That was the plan.
Because and then he'll,
come
he,
over
yeah,
to the
because I
next
say he won't double check that other one.
Yeah.
Why are they just? They're just fucking killing all the patients.
Well,
Jeez.
their objective for this is to kill Big Boss, and with the whole thing with
No, they don't know what he looks like.
yeah, it might not be the actual Big Boss if you like if they were to kill whatever body that is that I'm using right now.
I guess that makes sense, but still,
Yeah.
that's murdering a bunch of people just because you think one of them's Big Boss.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a lot of weird shit that goes into the storyline of this game as to why pretty much everybody wants Big Boss dead. I guess there's technically like 3 factions to this game.
Okay.
Yeah. One being, there's like 3 sides you can take with this game. There's the Zero side. There's a character in Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater named Major Zero, who becomes part of, I'm not sure if it's quite an organization or if he's just renamed to Cypher in this game. But if you hear them refer to Cypher for whatever reason, that's him. And he's the guy that sort of created the meme of nanomachines. So I'm sure you've heard the Metal
Nano.
Gear Solid.
Yeah, I know what the
like,
nanomachines
the
are.
one meme Metal Gear Solid like sticks to, which is nanomachines.
Yeah, I know about that.
He's sort of
'cause
the one that like made that a big thing with the Patriots and all this mess going on. And he's also why Revolver Ocelot is sort of like an anti-hero. Because he works for the Patriots, but he's also kind of like sworn to help Big Boss and Solid Snake throughout his time in Metal Gear.
We're sitting ducks. Blend in with the bodies. Get down on your stomach and crawl.
Bloody hallway.
If you move, we're done for. Play dead. Freeze.
Okay. Yeah, this game has a very intricate storyline. But back to what I was saying is that you have the Zero faction, which is like controlled by nanomachines, everything sort of on this automated system of government. And then you have the Big Boss sort of faction with Diamond Dog, where Big Boss just wants to be free, but at the same time, for like soldiers themselves to be free, there kind of has to be. He has a rocket launcher.
He has a rocket launcher.
Take
So,
a minute
what-
here.
they're
What the
freaking-
fuck do you need a rocket launcher for in a
They're
building?
freaking double tapping everybody. That was a great plan. Let's just lay amongst the bodies, you know?
Yeah.
Shit. They really know how to make you feel helpless, like in this early part.
Yeah.
Oh no.
This dude's got that dude's got a grenade launcher. This dude's got a rocket launcher.
Oh, what? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, only 2 people. Did he just piss himself?
Yeah. Because you know, like, well, like. It's
Oh, wait,
like,
no,
'cause
I
when
don't
death-
think-
when people die, they just kind of release everything.
Oh.
So he's not gonna double tap him if he's sort of
Released everything.
yeah.
Oh.
Even though it's just an IV bag.
Oh. Fucking Big Boss just fucking moved his head.
Yep. And you're caught.
Damn, dude.
And then Mantis shows up. Mantis can teleport. And here's the fire guy.
And say, of course,
You
you
know
know,
what?
the other guy's fine, and then they just decide to roll over Big Boss, and you're just kind of like,
By the way,
Bulletproof.
Fire Volgan is the greatest tank of all time.
yeah.
You know, he's got about like 10 mil. He's got like he's like the winged dragon of Raw from Yu-Gi-Oh. It's just like from his fucking stats.
Grenade!
I am the spirit of vengeance. Where's his whip chain at?
There's his spirit of vengeance. I'm waiting for someone to like make a mod for the PC version, where they replace like the flaming like Logan dude with just like a really like angsty teenager.
Yeah.
It's like, I am the spirit of vengeance. Fear me.
What did you do to his knee?
He broke his leg. Oh, helicopter, I don't think you noticed,
He
but
looks like a fucking demon.
he's kinda gonna wreck your shit.
Damn it! Coming! Move!
Get wrecked. Get wreckled. Oh shit, dude.
And his name is John Cena! That's what I thought of the first time I saw like him like appearing out
You
of his
can't
stuff.
see me.
Here it comes. Looking down the street.
This guy with the bandages on his face is helping you out now. Can't be Ishmael, because Ishmael's dead.
No, that is Ishmael.
What?
Yeah.
They shot Ishmael,
Hmm.
didn't they?
No, the guy you saw in the hallway that got mowed down wasn't Ishmael. Ishmael like broke off into the other room.
Oh.
Yeah.
I could have swore they killed Ishmael and then they removed like the bandages.
Ah, water, my only weakness.
I'm melting. My thing is, you know how people had early copies of this and were trying to stream it and they were being taken down?
Yeah.
The most I saw of it, they were like in a desert actually playing. I'm like, how the fuck did you make it that far
Well, I don't
streaming before they took you down? Because we're already like an hour in, it feels like, and we're still in a damn hospital.
Oh yeah.
How long did it fucking take Twitch to figure out, oh, these guys are streaming something they're not supposed to be streaming?
We'll have to take the stairs down.
And the thing
Or
is,
maybe they just did all this themselves and decided to get to the part with a lot of action and then start streaming it. They could have possibly done
I
that too.
think the argument that they would try and do would be, we're streaming a part of the game that people already know about.
Probably.
Like the desert scenes have already been sort of like explained and played through partially. Like that's what the E3 demos and stuff would
I
be.
know a lot of people, like in the chats of those people streaming Metal Gear Solid 5 were like shit talking them. Because like, dude, why are you doing this? People don't want to see this. Why are you doing it? I'm just like, you're sitting here fucking watching it, chatting him up.
Like, just leave. if you
Just
don't-
leave.
Yeah.
Like I watched one for about I clicked on one and watched it for about 5 minutes and it was immediately just taken down. I'm like, well, ripping pepperoni.
Alright. So here's where shit gets real.
You actually get a gun now?
We have a gun.
You have a gun. Is it a tranquilizer gun? No, that's a real gun.
No, that's a real
That's a real
we
gun.
don't get the tranquilizer gun until later. Don't worry about that.
Ugh.
Oop.
Excuse me. The CC's pizza just God.
Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain playthrough on QuazarTV, sponsored by CC.
Sponsored by.
Not really.
A sponsor.